We will start. Okay. Well, let's stand up, and we're going to sing. Oh, actually, before we sing our hello song, we have to sing happy birthday to some people who have had birthdays in the summer. So Marianne had a birthday, and Isabella had a birthday. So let's sing to them.
No, it's okay.
When the sun peeks from behind the clouds, the sunbeams sing and play. We will be together in our class, it is our music day. Then we'll see who's joining in the fun. Clap your hands and tap your toes, keep time with everyone. I forgot to warn you, it's a new song. Because now you're in Sunbeams.
We can tell.
So we sing the Sunbeam song instead of the Sunshine song. But we'll sing it again, and this time we're going to sing it like this. You know what this means?
I love you. I almost the beginning.
What does this mean? Piano. When the sun peeks from behind the clouds, the sunbeams sing and play. We will be together in our class. It is our music day. Then we'll see who's joining in the fun. Clap your hands and tap your toes, keep time with everyone. Hello, Mariana. Hello, Isabella.
Hello, Mrs. Sutherland.
Hello, Claire.
Hello, Missy.
Hello, Eddie. Hello, Henry.
Hello, Mrs. Sutherland.
And we have another girl in the class who's going to watch later, so we'll sing to her too. Hello, Kylie. Can we all sing to her? Hello, Kylie. All right. So we're going to sing our hello song one more time and one more way. It's called staccato, so that's really bouncy. So it's really funny sounding. When the sun peeks from behind the clouds, the sunbeams sing and play. We will be together in our class. It is our music day. Then we'll see who's joining in the fun. Clap your hands and tap your toes. Keep time with everyone. Very good. Okay, so let's sit down. And we are going to practice saying our rules. You might remember our rules from before, so say them with me. Rule number 1. Listen when your teacher, point at me, don't point at yourself. I'm the teacher. When your teacher is talking. Rule number 2. Follow directions quickly. Rule number 3. Wait to play until the teacher says. Rule number 4. It's okay to make a mistake. Rule number 5. Have a positive attitude. Rule number 6. Do your very best. Okay, so since most of us are here, we can put our names on the board.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're not following the rules, I can put a line by your name. Remember? So Claire, you'll have to do this for yourself because I can't always tell if you're listening. So we'll put Mariana and Isabella and Eddie. I'm running out of room. And Henry. So remember, if you have 1 line or 2 lines, it's okay because sometimes we forget. And that's okay. But you get 3 lines, then you don't get your smelly sticker.
So it's not okay to make 3 mistakes?
Nope. Well, mistakes are okay, but not paying attention and not listening are not okay. Okay, now do you think parents are good at following the rules? What do you think? Do you think parents are good at following the rules? Yes, but we have one special rule for parents. You know what it is? We have a special sign for it. Oh, do you know what's inside this sign? I'll show you up closer, Claire. This means no repeating. So that means if I say, find dinosaur on your tin sheet, find D on your tin sheet, then should your mom or your dad say that again to you? No. So that's our big rule for parents.
Sometimes it's kind of hard. It's like
yeah, and it's really different when you're online too. So like Claire's mom might have to repeat more because it's hard to hear. And you've been online for a long time, so it's kind of different and it's harder, but like we'll try not to do that as much as we can. All right, we have an exercise to do. It's called the igloo push. So we're going to make our hands into an igloo. See how my hands are a nice round shape like this? So we don't want it to be a pointy tent like this. We want it to be a nice round igloo. And keep our fingers nice and curved. Yours are a bit too pointy, Isabella. Yours are too pointy also, Claire. Make sure they're nice and round. That's better, yeah. Good job, Eddie. And then we'll press our fingers together really gently, not too hard. And then we'll relax and press them together. And we'll relax. And just give them a little press. And relax. Yeah, very good. Okay, and we're also going to do an exercise on the piano. It's called 5-finger staccato. So we'll just play 5 notes going up and down. I'll play it for you, and then you can go to your keyboard and try it yourself. And you can try your left hand too. So go to your piano, try. You don't have to wait. Just go ahead and play it.
Is it on?
It's on.
Okay.
Just, if it's usually weird, just turn the power on, back on, and it'll go back to normal. Alright, go ahead and try it. I really like how you're working finger 2 and 3. That's really good, Eddie. That's really nice and bouncy, Isabella. Nice curved fingers, great. Alright, that's very good. You can come back to the circle, but stay standing up. We have a funny song to sing. So we're going to snap our fingers, cross our arms, clap our hands, and pat on our legs. So we go hot, cross, buns, hot, cross, buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot, cross, buns, and let's sing it. Forte,
Oh, yeah.
forte, hot,
Cross buns.
Hot cross buns.
1 a penny, 2 a penny,
Hot cross buns.
and now we're gonna sing it. Piano,
This is simple.
piano,
I like piano.
hot cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. And we'll sing it staccato. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Very good. Okay, let's sing with hand signs. So we'll start with a me hand sign. So your hands can be flat like this. Me, re, nice and pointy, do. Me, re, do. Do, 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 re, 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 mi, re, do. Okay, let's get our tin sheets out. And we're going to practice finding do, re, and mi on our treble clef. So, can you put on a pattern that goes like this? Do, re, just show you so you see what I'm talking about if you're not sure. Do, re, mi. Good job, just like this. Just look like this when you're done. That's right, Isabella, you got it.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's fine.
Claire, if you could just hold hers up to your camera when you're done, then I can see you did it too. Perfect. Okay, so now I want you to point to it with your finger and sing the pattern, okay? Do, re, mi. And now we're gonna wipe it off and we'll mix it up. So how about this? This pattern will go like this. Mi, re, do. Sing it with me. Mi, re, do. Good, and make it on your tin sheet.
That's pretty simple.
No, you have to start from here.
That's very good.
Good job, Claire. All right, so we're going to point to it. Point with your finger to your own tin sheet and sing the pattern. Mi, re, do. Good. Let's wipe it off and we'll do a different pattern. So this one goes like this. Do, do, re, mi, do. Sing it with me.
Do, do, re, mi, do.
Good job, Mariana. Good job, Isabella. Yeah. That's right, Henry. Do, do, re, mi, do. You got it, Claire. Good job. Okay. Can we point to it and sing it together? Do, do, re, mi, do. All right. So can we look in our books, our new books at L1? L1, and you're going to need a crayon or a pencil. So I am going to play a pattern, and there are two choices, so we're picking on the top line, so parents cover up the extra ones if you need to. But I'll play one of these patterns, and you circle the one you think it is. Yeah, on the top row. So it's either going to be stepping up or standing still. Which one do you hear? You listening, Henry? I'll play it again. Good job. Okay, let's go to the second line. Listen and see what you hear. Good job.
You might fall behind, so you need to circle.
Okay, how about the next pattern? That was jump down low. And our last line, what do you hear? All right. Very good. Good listening. So we're going to do a special listening game now. And what I need you to do is take your right hand up to your piano, put your finger one on middle C, but don't play anything, just keep it still and wait for directions. So put your finger one on middle C and then give each finger a key. I'm going to play a pattern. I'm going to play a pattern, and as soon as I finish, you're all going to play it at the same time. So that means you have to try to stay on the beat. Don't go rushing ahead. Just play it at the same time. So only your right hand for this, Henry. You don't need two hands. make sure it's finger 1, Eddie, not finger 2, because you'll run out of fingers. Oh, you do. Okay, sorry, I didn't see that. Okay, so this pattern, you're going to listen. This pattern will start on C. So that will be the first note. So I'll play it one time, and then when I tell you, you play it. So listen, play. Good, now listen. This one's going to start on E. E as in Edith the elk. So listen, play. Good. Now this one will start on G. So listen, play. Good. This one will start on E. And play. Okay. Good job. We didn't quite stay together on that last one. Can we try it again? So listen. And play. Yeah, good. Okay, we'll do the same game, but now I want you to move your hand 1 octave higher. So start on high C. So finger 1 should go on high C. Yes. Great. And Claire, don't worry, I can still see you even though you can't see me. I have a huge screen. All right. So I'll play the pattern. You listen. So it starts on C. And play. I only heard one person play. Can we try again? So I'll play it and then you play it. It'll sound a little different because it's so high, but it's the same pattern. So listen. And play. And listen. Play. And listen. And now listen. This one will start on G. And play. And listen. This one starts on E. And play. All right, good job. Let's sit down. So we just played our first K page that's in our book. Let's look at K1 in our books. K1. So first let's look for some patterns. Can you find some stepping up patterns? Maybe you can find 4 stepping up patterns and point those out to your helper. How about stepping down? You see stepping down anywhere? And do you see the symbol that says, that looks like this? I'll make sure everybody follows. Can you find that on your page? Take a look, Claire. Can you find that symbol on your page? That's something we haven't seen before. That means ottava, and it means you play those notes 1 octave higher. Just like when we did our patterns, I played on middle C and you played on high C. So that's what ottava means. And then when you see loco, that means you go back down to the normal place where you play. So take a look at what loco looks like. Loco. Take a look, Eddie. Loco, Henry. Yeah, you found it? Okay, so I need you to get out 2 different color crayons and just circle all those symbols. So use 1 color for ottava and 1 color for loco.
This is easy.
Circle all the
If it's really light colors, it's okay to color it. I just didn't want them covering it up so they couldn't see with a really dark blue. Alright. So when you play this, you might be tempted to use 2 hands. Use 1 hand down low, 1 hand up high, but don't do that because that's cheating. You have to use just your right hand, and you start on middle C, and then you move it, and then you move it, and you move it, and you keep going back and forth. So it's pretty tricky. playing this all together, but before we do that, I want you to try a little exercise at your piano. All I want you to do is put your hand on your middle C position and then just practice finding your high C position and practice finding both of those really fast without playing any notes.
Okay.
Just practice finding those two spots.
So do it middle, high.
Yeah, just practice it lots of times. I'll come in and watch each person do it.
Okay.
Get back down.
Middle,
Back up.
high. Middle,
You're doing really well, Isabella. I can't really see Claire's piano.
middle, high. Middle. So that's how you're gonna do it. So you have to memorize what it is, okay?
That's right, Henry.
Middle.
You got it.
Yeah, good job. Middle, high. Yes. Middle, high. Again. Middle. Okay. Middle, high. Middle, high. Always focus
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
So just practice finding your spot on middle C and then on high C. So you're going to be down low and then move up high.
Yes, good job.
Just like when you play it, that's what we'll do. So we're just finding the places. Okay, so I think we're ready. So you need your book at your piano. Make sure you have your book with your song. And parents, you probably need to point for this because it's going to be super tricky. So we're going to try really slowly. So start with your right hand on middle C. We'll play the pattern. And then we'll move up to high C where it says ottava and we play the same pattern. So let's try it. 1, 2, ready, play. Ta, ta, ha. No, move up and play the same pattern. Ta, ta, ha. No, move back down. And finger 3 should be on E now. Just wait, I'm not ready. Finger 3 should be on E, down low. Back down low, Henry. Back down low. Back down low, Henry. Ta, and 2. Okay, stay with me. We're waiting till everybody's ready. Just wait. Okay, let's try this next pattern now. 1, 2. Stay down low. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, ha. Now move up. Play the same pattern. Ta, ta, ha. No. Okay, we're not all together anymore. Let's start again at the beginning. Back to the beginning. This time we're going to just keep going without stopping. And if you get stuck, it's okay. We can try again. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, ha. Now move up. Ta, ta, no, move down. Ta, ta, ha. Careful with your notes. It starts with E. Ta, now here. Back down. Ta, ta, ha. Now move back up. Ta, ta, now move back down. Ta, ta, now move back up. Okay, did anyone make a mistake?
Yeah.
No.
No? Oh wow. Is it okay to make a mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll practice it this week and next week it'll be a lot smoother and easier to play. So we just have to try it to make sure you know what to do. Alright, let's sit down and we'll do a rhythm story. So you can do a 4/4 time signature. And maybe you remember what red text to use.
Let's go. You have to move your leg and I'll do yours there, okay? Let's go. Alright, it's such a nice thing. Okay, here. Let's go. Drop in nicely. Okay, let's go.
Good job.
Why, Nema?
White.
Alright, you're playing with it. That's the point.
Yellow. White.
Let's go, let's go.
Here. Pretty far enough. Too near.
Oh,
What's next?
red. White. Yellow. Freedom.
We'll put a repeat sign at the end of our stop sign.
gonna just leave it like that? What if she does like blueberry, blueberry, blueberry? Something like that would be really hard for you to get in.
Okay. All right, so it looks like we're ready. Here's the first part of the rhythm story, so listen carefully. 1, 2, ready, listen. 1, 2, listen again. 1, 2, clap with me. 1, 2, clap again. Hey, Marianne, yours sounds like this. What I did. Claire, yours looks great. Good job.
Oh, the wind!
The
wind blew it!
That's okay.
Blew it apart.
Two toes look like. Two toes look like.
Well, I'm glad there's a breeze though. It gets super hot in here sometimes.
These need to cool down too.
Okay, Marianna, yours sounds like this. And Isabella, yours sounds like. But I did. Yes, that's right.
Oh, okay. Put this one here.
How do you change?
Okay, Isabella, yours is perfect. Now, good. Eddie, Henry, you got it. Now, Marianne, yours is almost done. Just change your blueberries into TTs and it'll be right. Yeah. Okay, here's the last part of the rhythm story. 1, 2, ready, listen. 1, 2, listen again. 1, 2, clap with me. 1, 2, clap again. You're missing a red tag, Isabella. Yeah, what are you missing? Got it.
Oh, maybe that one.
What's this? I'm gonna
Did you
do
know?
this.
Can't quite see it, Claire.
No, it's not.
I think it's right. Yeah, that's good, Claire. Good job.
You can put a comma on that.
That's good. You got it.
Yeah. We both got it.
Those are right. Those are right.
We're all a little bit out of practice on rhythms.
Top, rest. That's right.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So now we are going to clap and we'll have our parents point for us. So parents, you can point.
I'm gonna point.
1, 2, ready, clap.
Point.
T, 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 ta. Say it out loud, ta. T, 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 ta. Rest. T, 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 ta. Ta. T, 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 ta. Rest. And straight jaw. So kids point, parents clap. 1, 2, point and say. T, 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 ta. Ta. T, 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 ta. Rest. T, 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 ta. Ta. T, 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 ta. Rest. Good. Let's put our rhythm bags away. Put their rhythm bag away. Rhythm twos, and our threes, and our fours, and our fives. Okay, so we're going to sing a song about our fingers, and it goes really fast, so you have to listen and change to the right finger, okay? My finger one is chubby, and two it has a point, and three it is the tall one, and four it has weak joints, and five it is the baby, and it is here to say, now do all of them. Our fingers are important to practice every day. Okay, let's sing it again. My finger one is chubby, and two it has a point, and three it is the tall one, and four it has weak joints, and five it is the baby, and it is here to say, our fingers are important to practice every day. Good, we're going to stand up and turn it into a dance now. So I want you to get your finger one out. And you're going to make a little hook and hook it with your partner's finger one. And not two. This is going to be super tricky because we have to go 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5. So just remember it's okay to make a mistake. My finger one is chubby, and 2 it has a point, and 3 it is the tall one, and 4 it has weak joints, and 5 it is the baby, and it is here to say, our fingers are important to practice every day. Okay, we'll sing it again, and everyone gets a turn to pick a dynamic. So Marianne, you go first. What dynamic do you want?
Fortissimo.
Ooh, fortissimo. My finger one is chubby, and 2 it has a point, and 3 it is the tall one, and 4 it has weak joints, and 5 it is the baby, and it is here to say, our fingers are important to practice every day. Isabella, you can pick a dynamic.
Forte.
Forte, okay. My finger one is chubby, and 2 it has a point, and 3 it is the tall one, and 4 it has weak joints, and 5 it is the baby, and it is here to say, our fingers are important to practice every day. Okay, Claire, would you like to pick a dynamic?
Forte.
Forte.
Everybody's
Right. My finger one is chubby, and 2 it has a point, and 3 it is the tall one, and 4 it has weak joints, and 5 it is the baby, and it is here to say, our fingers are important to practice every day. Okay, Eddie, do you want to pick a dynamic? You want to pick a dynamic like forte or crescendo or pianissimo? Forte? Okay. Everyone likes forte today. My finger one is chubby, and 2 it has a point, and 3 it is the tall one, and 4 it has weak joints, and 5 it is the baby, and it is here to say, our fingers are important to practice every day. Everyone, what do you want for a dynamic? Fortissimo, okay. My finger one is chubby, and 2 it has a point, and 3 it is the tall one, and 4 it has weak joints, and 5 it is the baby, sleeping in Mrs. Trebleclef's lap. Mrs. Trebleclef is having a party and she invited F. Fred came in with his muddy, muddy boots. Mrs. Trebleclef said, stop. Stop there. There's your place in the very first space. Wait there while I get my mop. Okay, so you might want to make sure that you're kind of close enough to the beginning. Some of you are kind of spread out because we'll have to do some bass clef after. Mr. Bass Clef is having a party and he invited G. Where can a groundhog get some rest? Up in the attic, that is best. Grumpy sleeps in space for guitar player. Puts his head down and begins to snore. Mr. Bass Clef is having a party and he invited Low C. Very good. Yeah, so move your C over the grand. Good job, Isabella, Claire, Henry, Eddie, good job. Mr. Bass Clef is having a party and he invited E. There's a beautiful mirror in the hall, a beautiful mirror in space 3. It shows the most beautiful critter of all. Oh, make sure it's space 3. Very good. Mr. Bass Clef is having a party and he invited D. Hey diddle diddle, who's in the middle? Who's on Bass Clef's line number 3? Hey diddle diddle, D's in the middle. Diddle diddle in the middle, dancing dino D. All right, I think we all got it right. So get your finger out and point. We're just going to all say them together today. Point to your tin sheet. C, G, F, G, C, E, D. Yay, good job. So when you're practicing your notes, you have your flashcards from last year, and you can keep using those. So this week, we especially want to practice C up to G and C up to G in both treble clef and bass clef. So if you're a little rusty, those are the ones to focus on for this week. And those of you who were in Sunshine 2 last year, you have all your flashcards already that you'll ever need. So later on this year, we'll be adding some of those. And Claire has those. I put those extra flashcards in the supplies you picked up, so you will have those too. So anytime we need new ones, you can get them from there. Okay, let's go to, did anyone bring their mailed out solo with them?
We didn't get
You didn't bring it?
any. No, we didn't get any.
Well, I emailed it to you though. Did you print it off? Do you have it?
No.
No. Okay. Did anyone bring it? Did everybody forget? I think I actually forgot to pack Mariana's. No, I saw that Claire had hers. So, Claire, maybe you could play yours for me. So, all right, we're going to get our game out. So, we'll play a game. So, the game you need is this star game.
Oh.
Right in the front, and it has a little yellow envelope with some stars in it. It's just a matching game, and you just have to match up the stars to the right place on the board. It's just another way to practice your notes. Yeah, that's perfect. Claire, since you have your mail out, did you want to play it for me before you play your game? You could do that right now, just like a solo. So come off mute, and you can do that.
To cover it up.
It's a little teeny tiny yellow envelope. It's only like this big. It'll be right near the front.
Oh, that's so small.
Are you inside?
All right, great job, Claire. It sounded really good. You can try your game out now. We're gonna all take a few minutes to play the game.
More stars. Oh, I see. I see.
I cannot see.
Boom!
Yeah, good job. We'll give some other people a
Okay,
chance.
yeah,
So
so-
if you want to start again, you can, but you might not get to. You don't want to? You just want to sit there? Maybe your mom could do it and you could check her work.
Where's he? You're not fit.
Look.
Do it.
See, right?
Let's
This one's
see.
wrong. Okay, see, that one. Okay. What's that one?
Oh, good job, Marianne.
Let me see.
All right, I think we're going to put the game away now. You can try it again for practice. So when you're practicing during the week, it's important to practice your notes on a staff every day, like 5 days. But there's different ways you could do that. So maybe one day you could do your flashcards, another day you could use the game, another day you could use your tin sheet, and then you could play the game again. So there's lots of different ways to practice them. All right, parents, if you can find W1, that is the next page we need. W1. All right, let's point to some low C's.
I'm so sorry, Miss Sullivan. What page on W?
W1. W1. So we're looking for low C's. Just point with your finger. And let's find some G's. Is G anywhere?
From here. G.
And what about a standing still pattern? You see standing still somewhere? Good. How about stepping down so low? And which hand do you think you'll use to play this music? Can you hold up the hand you think you'll use? Yes, it's going to be your left hand. So you can try this for homework. Let's go to K2. K2. One more time, K2. C and D are friends. Do you see any CG bridges? Do C and G sound good together? You think? Yeah, they do. So C and G, CG bridge. And let's look at the right hand. Can you point out some middle C's in the treble clef or right hand part? Yeah, see if you can find a whole bunch. A whole lot of them. And then see if you can find some Edith Elk E's. See the E's? And what about G's? Do you see G's anywhere?
Okay, there's lots of G's.
Okay, so we're going to play a game with this piece. Each person is going to be in charge of playing one note. Okay? So if whatever note you play, you're only going to play that note, and then you wait your turn when other people are playing. So Mariana, I want you to play middle C. And Isabella and Claire, you're both going to play E. So all the E's you're in charge of. And Eddie and Henry, you're going to do all the G's. Okay? So go to your piano and find the note you need, and your helper will play for you and get ready to go.
What? I didn't go.
Yeah, no, strawberry. So left hand. Or right hand. Yeah.
You stay here.
You have to focus when it's E, okay?
Yeah, I know that. I can see that one.
All right, maybe use your finger 3 on E, because that's what you would be using, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
And same for you, Claire. I can't quite see her hand. If you could tilt it down a little teeny bit, I'll see better. Yeah, perfect. And you don't need your left hand, Claire, just your right hand for this. Yeah, great. Okay, looks like we're all ready, so watch carefully for when it's your turn. 1, 2, ready, play. Ta, 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 half note, ta, 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 half note, half note. That sounded really good. So when you go home, you can play all the notes. You don't have to wait. You get to play all of them.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, let's sit back down. And we're going to look at our new H pages. So our first page is H1. H1. So this is a matching page. So you'll need lots of different colors. And you have to color the 2 matching stars the same. So like right here, we've got a middle C star, and then you find the star that says C, and you color those 2 the same color. And our other page is H2. Now this one is a really tricky page you'll have to think carefully about. So do you see how some of the patterns say ottava and some of them say loco? And some of them go C, D, E, some of them go E, F, G. And so you have to look at what it says and then find the keyboard on the right-hand side that matches it. So like right here at the top it says ottava and it's C, D, E. So can you find a keyboard that does that? So it's ottava, so it's up high, not down low and middle C. It's up high, and the notes should be C, D, E. So can you find that? Just point to it for me. That's right, Henry. That's the right one. That's it, Isabella. Yeah, I think you got it, Claire. Yeah, it's the very bottom one. Now let's look at the second one. So the second one on the treble clef, it's loco, and it goes G, F, E. So can you find a loco pattern that has the notes G, F, E in it? That's right, Mariana.
G, F, E. Is this one G, F, E? The North?
Well, Isabella, that one is G, F, E, but that one's not loco. The one that's loco.
Oh, yes, right, this one, sorry, yeah, this one.
It's the one right across from it. They're just right beside each other already. So just be careful, because it's easy to make a mistake on that one. And now we're going to look at E15. So E15. And we're going to trace the top part, so you can use a crayon or a highlighter, whatever you have, and just quickly trace the top lines so you can see what to play. Should have a new triangle that was in your packet.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to do that.
So you can try out your triangle for this one.
Triangle.
So hold it by that red ball on top, Henry. And then it will hang down. And if you hit it on the bottom, it won't spin around so much. And also, if you put your fingers like through the hole, through the string at the top, then it won't spin around as much either. Yeah. All right. So we'll try the top part. Here's our music, and what should we be saying out loud? The words, the rhythm words, right? 1, 2, ready, play. Another instrument, so pick maybe your castanets. Let's use our castanets and we'll try the bottom. Everybody castanets? Practicing book, and we'll have all our homework written in there. So, parents, you can't get this online, but I also can just put this book out there on the step if you want to take a picture after class. That's fine too. And how many days are we supposed to practice every week?
5.
5 days. Right, and what happens if you practice 5 or more days?
Still gooder.
You get a sticker at the bottom of your page. And also, remember how last year we earned badges for our practices? So this year we're not doing badges, but we're doing ribbons that are like karate belts. Does anybody here know about karate?
Oh, I got class dudes for karate.
Okay, what belt do you have in karate?
White.
Do you have white? Okay.
So
So, white is the starting belt. So after you do 25 practices, you get your white ribbon. Parents, you should have a little bag that has all your ribbons. I just gave them all to you in case you're online when you earn them. So you'll have your white one after 25 practices, and then you'll get your yellow one after 50 practices,
and then go.
and it keeps on and on going. And another way you can earn them is not just with practices, but also if you play for people and put their names, all the people that you play the piano for, in the back here, so they can sign it themselves or you can write it in. But if each signature or each name you get in there counts as one practice too, so that way you can get more and get a higher number. So I don't think anyone has a line by their name. I think we all get our smelling stickers. You can put a smelling sticker on your son for lesson 1, and you can smell it when you're practicing to help you be happy while you practice.
I'm gonna check all of them. I'm gonna check all of them.
And you can we also need to get our attendance stickers in the back of the book. So you have a little tiny sticker pad, and you can use those for your attendance. So way at the back, you came to lesson number 1.
These ones?
Yeah, you can use those.